Yes, I like your plan, except it sucks, so let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Let's do this.
Hey guys, remember me? Paul Leon Davidson here, and it's been a while. It has been a while. Now, I'm back to be talking about a game series that maybe I'm not the biggest fan of, but you know what? I love the Metroid series, and Nintendo did a pretty surprising thing. It's been making a bunch of rounds on the internet as of recently, and I'm kind of pleased with it. At the same time, I got a few things to say about it, so let's get into the meat of the story. For those of you who might have forgotten, Metroid Prime 4 was supposed to be a thing. It was announced at E3 2017, and some people were stating that it would either be released last year, or at the latest, maybe this year. That is no longer going to be a thing. The reason why everybody is so surprised about this is because Nintendo actually released a tweet and a video stating that they were somewhat not really canceling Metroid Prime 4, but that they are pretty much restarting the entire production of the game. This game, like I said, was announced back in 2017. It's been in development for like 2 to 3 years maybe, and this one video stated that they are pretty much getting rid of anything that had been done in that time. So whatever game that they announced at E3 2017, that is not going to be the game that we are getting. We are getting a brand new game, and this is where we are getting some actual good news. So in the video hosted by Shinya Takahashi, he stated that Nintendo just wasn't happy with the quality and the process of development of Metroid Prime 4. And they stated that they're actually going to be going back to Retro Studios, the original people who made the first 3 Metroid Prime games, not the amazing Metroid Prime Federation Force game for the 3DS. They're going to be starting development again with these people, and that's just amazing to me that, wow, we're going to be having the original people make the next installment of the game. Who knew? And now we're going to be going into the rumor mill, because there's 2 rumors that I want to talk about. The first one being the rumor that the Metroid Prime trilogy, a compilation of games, the Metroid Prime games, all 3 of them, would be coming to the Nintendo Switch. Originally it was released for the Wii, it was re-released for the Wii Virtual Console on the Wii U, and there's going to be a physical release, or at least this is what it's stating, for the Nintendo Switch, which wouldn't be, well, the prime idea for Nintendo to do on the Nintendo Switch, have all 4 games in the series be on the same system. But that is just a rumor. Hopefully it's true. I'll probably end up buying the trilogy again, just for the sake of having them all on the same console. Hopefully they don't have motion control in it, because you know what? The Wii compilation was pretty good. I would really like to try the Metroid Prime games, you know, new versions of them with an actual controller and play it like it's on the GameCube, you know. So hopefully that's a thing. I hope that gets confirmed at some point. But now we're going to get into the possible reason as to why Metroid Prime 4 got cancelled and then got rebooted again. So remember that this also is a rumor. This is actually coming from Game Informer, the senior editor. He tweeted about this. Imran Khan, I guess that's his name. He says, hearing that the big problem with MP4's development was Nintendo's experimental ad hoc development process. It was being made in parts in different countries. Some studios were trucking along saying it was going smoothly, while it was on fire elsewhere. Internal thinking was that it needs to be all under one roof to right the ship. Interestingly, Retro made the pitch for their involvement and put together a demo that Nintendo liked. So I actually looked up what the term ad hoc meant, because I actually had never heard of that term before. It's synonymous with essentially being offhand, improvised, spur of the moment, kind of last minute, I guess to say that, which is really odd, to be honest, that Nintendo, if this is true, because this is all alleged, that they would actually go to all these different studios just at last minute, develop certain parts of the game and all that, and then this whole thing with Retro actually having to come forward and say, why don't you have us make the game, and that way it might actually be good. Now, I'm not going to get mad at Nintendo for having to restart the game, you know, this whole, it's not really delaying if you stop the production and then you're starting it all over again. It's essentially a new project at that point, so not really delaying anything. But if it was to be considered a delay, I understand that Nintendo, I don't want to say is infamous for delaying games, but they always want to make sure that their games are high quality, and if they didn't think that the game was going to be good enough for them or for us, then more power to you. What my issue is that we probably wouldn't have had to do this if you had just gone to Retro themselves. I had heard somewhere ages ago that there was some drama between Retro and Japan Nintendo about the development of the Metroid games, specifically Metroid, because Retro has done other games aside from the Metroid Prime games. I don't know, it involved something about the different branches and like how popular the Prime series was compared to the 2D games of the Metroid series that were coming out at the time. And that's kind of part of the reason why Retro was never really brought back for other Metroid games like Other M. At some point it was stated that the Metroid Prime games weren't canon to the overall story of the Metroid series anymore, and why the Metroid Prime Federation Force game exists or something like that. I don't know. If this Game Informer quote is, true, I just think it's weird. Like, how can Nintendo be so haphazard about this stuff? Like, why go through all the trouble of having all these different development teams and then eventually going back to Retro Studios, the main development, the creators of this trilogy, and then this is all we got out of it? All I can say is, though, guys, is that it's gonna be a long wait. If you were waiting for forever to see Metroid Prime 4 come out, if you wanted it to come out this year, maybe at E3 they would have showed something off, that's not gonna be happening for a while. I would say we're probably not gonna see anything Metroid Prime 4 related until maybe 2020 E3 or whatever happens, because this year's E3 is gonna be looking like a train wreck, basically. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have straight up just been canceled, I've seen it happen where sequels to fan favorite series is, we have to wait over a decade to get them, and then they never happen or they get canceled because the company either thinks it's too hard or I don't know. Thank you a lot, Capcom. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in there since everybody has been talking about this, and because it was really surprising because Nintendo never really just straight up says, hey, we're canceling this game. Or if they do, they're doing it in like a Nintendo Direct or at E3 or something like that. They never really just straight up made a, hey, we're canceling this game and then we're going to be restarting the development of it. Like, this is the first time I've ever really seen them do that, so I just really wanted to talk about it. That, and also, apparently it's been like 2 months since I last released a video or something like that. I don't know. I don't think anybody really care. Also, I've been drinking. Dragons do that sometimes. I'm not an addict, I swear. If you don't care about my real life stuff, then you can stop watching the video now. But if you do want to listen, I'm going to try to make more videos, do actual reviews of games and stuff like that, and like do let's plays, do streams, whether it be of art or be of video games or movies or whatever like that. I want to do those. I just need to find the time to do it. So the reason why I say I'll see you guys next time whenever I get around to making another video is because I'm being sincere. I don't know when I'm going to be making another video, but I will see you guys next time whenever I get around to making another video. Have a good one. Yes, this is actually my outro.